Hi everyone, in this video I'll be reading part 3 of the Flin-Fletchers Throw a Christmas Party. So, based on the show Phineas and Ferb. So I wrote this, part 3 was started June 28th, 2025 at 4:31 p.m. and completed September 6th, 2025 at 3:26 a.m. That was another late night. Clearly. A few seconds later, Isabella quickly fills out her card and places it in the middle first. Phineas places his in shortly after. Exclaims, "Wow, Isabella, you wrote your answer fast. It was as if you knew that question was coming." Candace quickly covers, "She didn't." Phineas informs, "That response makes me think she did." Candace confesses, "Okay, fine, she knew. But I had to confirm she'd be okay answering that question in front of her crush." Okay, I'm going to restart the page now because I don't know if you could hear that on camera, but the little music box that goes off when the washing machine is done went, and it distracted me, so I'm going to just restart from this point down. Alright, so a few seconds later, Isabella quickly fills out her card and places in the middle first. Phineas places his in shortly after, and then exclaims, "Wow, Isabella, you wrote your answer fast. It was as if you knew that question was coming." Candace quickly covers, "She didn't." Phineas informs, "That response makes me think she did." Okay. Sorry. Candace confesses, "Okay, fine, she knew. But I had to confirm she'd be okay answering that question in front of her crush." Wait. Phineas wonders, "Wait, Isabella, you're crushing on someone in this room?" Isabella answers, "Yes, I am. But you'll have to wait till the cards are read to know." Ugh. Alright. Phineas understandingly says, "Okay, I'll wait." Candace proudly says, "Good for you, Phineas." Sorry. Good for you, Phineas. 1 minute later, all the cards are gone, are in the middle. So Candace has gathered them all up now, and has shuffled them around. Okay, so the first person in the pile said Vanessa Doofenshmirtz. Interesting. Anyway, the next one said Isabella. Huh. I hope the person who I think wrote that is right. Mumbles Candace. Sorry, let me try that again. Candace mumbles, "I hope the person who I think wrote this is right." Phineas wonders, "What was that, Candace?" Candace quickly, "Nothing." And we're moving on now. The next person said Buford. Buford shocked, "Seriously? Someone here said my name?" "I didn't think my name would come up," says Buford. "Wow. I hope it's who I think it is." Candace agrees. "I hope so too, buddy." The next person said Phineas. Phineas shocked, grinning ear to ear. "Really? That's awesome. Someone likes me. Yeah!" Stacy has just walked into their living room and is now patiently waiting for their game to be over. Phineas realizes, "So that's why you were trying to rush us through things. 'Cause you invited your friend over." Slightly annoyed. What's wrong with me inviting my friend over?" says Candace. "Never mind," says Phineas, ashamed. No, tell me. Phineas admits sadly. Fine. You don't pay any attention to us when she's over. And sometimes we just want to spend time with you, not you and Stacy. No offense, Stacy. Stacy points out. None taken. You wanted on. You want. I wrote this. Words. Okay. Stacy points out. None taken. You won't. You want time with your sister. Makes sense. Now, go ahead. Finish your game. Phineas gratefully says, thanks. Okay. Candace asks, concerned, Phineas, why'd you never tell me you felt that way? Phineas points out, I tried, but you wouldn't listen. I hate to say it, but you're like Mom in that way. Candace accepts. I didn't even realize I was doing that. Thank you for bringing it up so I can work on it, starting now. Phineas surprised. Wow, you took that better than I thought you would. Candace tells, agreed. Anyway. Agreed, like she didn't even realize that she would take that as good as she did. So anyway. Anyway, there are still 2 cards I haven't read yet. Interesting. They both say Jeremy Johnson. Phineas exclaims, well, you're obviously one of the ones who said Jeremy, Candace, but I have no clue who said the other one. Isabella starts silently pointing to the members of the group. Phineas questions, why are you counting the people? Counting the people here. We already know we have 6 participating. Isabella points out, it's just earlier today. I assumed everyone here was straight, but the answers prove otherwise. Phineas does his own counting. Oh my gosh, you're right. If everyone in the group was straight, there'd be 2 guys as answers and 4 girls as answers. Instead, it's reversed. Candace points out, nice catch, Isabella. Heck, I read the cards and yet I didn't pick up on that. Isabella appreciative. Thank you, Candace. Candace responds, you're welcome. Now, back to the cards. Does everyone agree that I'm one of the ones who said Jeremy Johnson? All in sync say, yes. Candace points out, so I guess I'm keeping this card then? Places the card in front of her, face up. So, who do we think said the other Jeremy Johnson card? Phineas points out, I just need to rule you out. Isabella, please be honest with me. Did you write that? Isabella confirms, no. He's too old for me. Phineas sighs. That's a relief. Candace wonders, then who do you think wrote it? Buford gives Baljeet a look, insisting he, Baljeet, cover for him, Buford. Baljeet, understanding the assignment. Okay, you're never gonna guess, so it's me. That's my card. This is Baljeet. All but Buford are shocked at what Baljeet just did. Candace hands the card to Baljeet, and the cards now face up. Now in front of Baljeet, face up. Candace picks a random card. Okay, so next is Isabella. Who do we think wrote her name? Buford responds, I think that one's obvious. Phineas. What? Did I go a little too far? It's obvious, yeah. Okay. Now I think I'm right. Phineas shocked at grinning, grinning. Yeah, shocked and grinning. Really? Wait. Did I do something wrong here? Fudge. I went backwards. Okay, that one's obvious. Phineas, alright. Brain, why are you not working today? Just yesterday, I put chips in the fridge when I meant to put dip in the fridge. Like, just a random bag of chips. So, okay. Alright, anyway. Phineas. Buford says, I think that one's obvious, accusing Phineas. We all agree, right? All answer, saying, yes. Phineas accepts the card. The card is now in front of Phineas. Candace picks another random card. Now, to figure out who said Phineas. Phineas realizes that means it's down to Isabella and Buford. And no offense, Buford, but I'm hoping Isabella wrote that. Buford exclaims, none taken. I probably don't need to ask, but can we all agree who wrote that? Ferb clarifies, if you're referring to Isabella, yes, I think we all agree. Buford responds, yes, I was referring to Isabella, so do we all agree? All seconding, saying, yes. So Isabella accepts the card and puts it in front of her. Candace reads the next card aloud. So, who do we think said Buford? Isabella points out, well, there are only two options left, and Buford wouldn't say himself, would he? Well, unless he was saying he loves himself, says Phineas, so he actually doesn't want anyone under the mistletoe with him. Isabella remembers, then why would his Christmas gift he wrote be caught under the mistletoe with his crush? Phineas points out, point taken, but that means Ferb wrote Buford, leaving Buford to have written Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, and I could have sworn Ferb was the one with the crush on Vanessa Doofenshmirtz. I'll be honest, I don't ship Ferb Nessa, and I ship Monty Nessa more. I'm sorry if that bothers you. I am not a Ferb Nessa shipper. So, I apologize if that bothers you. Anyway. Sorry. Point taken, but that means Ferb wrote Buford, leaving Buford to have written Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, and I could have sworn Ferb was the one with the crush on Vanessa Doofenshmirtz, says Phineas. Buford quickly says, I'm okay with those guesses. Ferb points out, well, me and Phineas disagree, but since we're out of the majority, sure, I'll take the card with Buford's name on it. Candace gives out the final two cards. They're now in front of Buford and Ferb. Okay. All right. Excuse me, sorry. I need a drink of water. Must have been chugging water earlier. All right. Now, back to the story. Candace admits, Now I know we're not all in agreement, but majority wins. So, are we ready to know what we got right? All agree, yes. Phineas says, finally, time to find out where we went wrong. Candace requests, now, put your hand up if you have the right card currently. Candace, Isabella, and Phineas put their hands up. Phineas insists, Belgique, we got you. We got you right. You confessed. Put your hand up. Belgique admits, about that. I was covering for a friend. Phineas wonders, then who got your card? Belgique confesses, Ferb, can we switch cards? Cards are swapped. Phineas shocked, you're the one who said Buford? Belgique says, yes, I'm bi. It's slightly weird to say that as a straight person. Slightly. I'm still getting used to it. I'm not shaming anyone. So, yes, Belgique says he's bi. I do ship. I know it's just a fandom ship, and I don't know if season 5 will ever do anything with that ship. But I do agree with that one. So anyway, in case you don't know, there is a fan ship of Belgique and Buford going around there, so I do kind of ship them. I don't think season 5 will do much with that, though. Anyway. Yes, Buford says, or not Buford. Yes, Belgique says he's bi. Okay, next. All but Buford, shocked, say, wow. Phineas wonders, wait, Buford, did you already know? Buford explains, yes, that's why I could trust him to cover for me. Phineas realizes, that's why he fake confessed for the other Jeremy card? Buford admits, yes, Ferb, we can switch. Yes, Ferb, we can switch cards now. The two swap their cards. Buford requests, I can explain. Okay, I wrote this as kind of a joke because I was afraid to say my real crush. I was afraid my real crush didn't feel the same. Phineas points out, okay, 2 questions. 1, what do you mean by kind of joke? And 2, who's your crush? Buford explains, well, Jeremy is who made him realize he wasn't straight. I think that would be a cool little plot line. But anyway. But I don't like him like that, says Buford. Though I can see why Candace likes him. As for your second question, takes a deep breath and exhales. My crush is Belgique, says Buford. I do ship Buford and Belgique. I do. The rest are stunned, saying, what? After they process the news for a minute, Isabella exclaims, well, what are you waiting for? Christmas? One of you, make a move already, says Isabella. Buford demands, you first. Isabella agrees, okay, fine. Phineas, will you be my girl? Let me try that again. Okay. Buford demands, you first, Isabella. Isabella says, fine. Phineas, will you be my boyfriend? Phineas honestly says, yes, I will be your boyfriend. Isabella happily says, yay! Alright, now it's your guys' turn. Buford accepts, okay, you're right. Belgique, will you be my boyfriend? Belgique says, yes, I'd love to. Love to be your boyfriend. Candace exclaims, "Aw, that was so cute and sweet. Now, let's try and find out who Agent B is." Stacy thinks, crap, tells herself her head, don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, anyway. Stacy then grabs her compact mirror to make sure she's not giving anything away. Thinks, fudge, I can't seem to rub the shock off my face. Tries to sneak off. Candace scans the room for sus faces and sees Stacy trying to sneak off. Candace inquires, Stace, where are you going? Stacy lies, to the washroom. Nature's calling. Candace sees right through it and shocked. Oh my gosh! That's your guilty face! You're running away because you know something about Agent P, don't you? Stacy lies. No, I don't. I just really have to go to the ladies' room. Candace allows. Fine, you can go to the washroom, but this conversation is not over. Stacy tells, understood. While Stacy's in the bathroom, Stacy texts, yo, You coming home soon? Because the Flin-Fletchers are wondering. Wondering where you are. While Perry is mid-battle with Doofenshmirtz. Perry extends his right front leg in a stopping motion. Heinz shocked. Seriously? You're pausing now? Perry ignores and grabs the PTI to respond to Stacy. Heinz shocked. Wait, you still use your platypus translator phone I gave you last Christmas? Perry texts. Yes, I have to stop. Texts Stacy. Yes, I have to stop Doofenshmirtz. Then I'll be home, Stacy. Stacy informs. Good, because they're close to figuring you out. Perry tells. I'll be home soon, I promise. Okay, good. The two stop texting. Yes, Perry texts Heinz now. Yes, I obviously still use it. However, my coworker Carl installed some updates since you gave it to me. Heinz says, oh, that makes sense. Alright, I gotta get home soon, so can we hurry this up? Text, hurry up this battle here? Heinz accepts, yep. So this is like, he has to text. This is the only way that Perry can communicate with Doofenshmirtz. So still not making him a talking animal, but like giving him the ability to talk without making him talk. Anyway, I think that would be a cool idea if they explore that in like a future season. But anyway, Heinz accepts. Yep. 5 minutes later, they've completed their battle. Heinz exclaims, Curse you, Perry the Platypus! 3 minutes later, Perry just walked into the living room. Phineas notices, Oh, there you are, Perry. Baljeet realizes, Oh, Perry's Agent P. Oh. Phineas asks, Baljeet, are you serious? Don't you know he's a platypus? They don't do much. Baljeet asks, Okay, then where do you suppose he goes every day? Phineas assumes, probably to his favorite hiding spots. Can you tell I'm a cat person? Alright, anyway. Okay. Baljeet points out, or off completing missions. Recalls getting fired up. Also, Perry was in the room when we answered the first card, but conveniently not there when trying to figure out who wrote the bonus card. Don't you think it's just a bit fishy? Phineas determined. Why don't we ask Perry? Oh, right. We can't, because he's a platypus. Stacy's now out of the bathroom. Oh, good, Perry, you're back. Phineas brings up, speaking of Perry, Stacy, you won't believe what Baljeet just said. Okay, get this. He actually thinks Perry could be a secret agent. Funny, right? I mean, as if our pet was a secret agent. Come on. Says Phineas. Stacy faking. Ha ha ha, that's hysterical. Candace realizing, wait, Stacy, that's your fake laugh. Shocked in disbelief. Perry, are you really a secret agent? Says Candace. Perry gives Stacy an unsure look. Stacy confirms, you can trust them, Agent P. Perry stands on his back legs, takes out the PTI phone thing. Phineas confused. Wait, what's happening? Candace, shocked, says, wait, I think Perry just sent me a text explaining that he's the real Agent P. Baljeet exclaims, yeah, I knew it. Stacy ensures, look, as cool as it is to find out he's a secret agent, if news gets to his boss that you know he's a secret agent, two things could happen. One, your memory of Perry being a secret agent will get wiped. Or two, you keep your memory, but he gets relocated to a different family. Okay, we'll keep your secret, says they all agree. In all agreeance, they say, okay, we'll keep your secret. Perry Relief says, good, I really appreciate that. All right. Stacy reveals, he just asked me to tell you that he appreciates that. 5 minutes later. Candace informs, now it's time for the gift exchange. I understand you all picked a name out of a hat to get a gift for. Okay, I understand you all picked a name out of a hat to get a gift for. Out of a hat, I assume, sorry. I'll reword that when I do the final draft. Phineas confirms, yes, that's exactly it. I'll go first. I got Ferb. Hands Ferb his gift. Ferb happily says, yay, the toy car I wanted. I gotta take a drink, sorry. I know it's almost done. Alright. Yay, the toy car I wanted. Buford tells, I'll go next. I picked Baljeet. Hands Baljeet his gift. Yay, it's the science kit I wanted, says Baljeet. Ferb explains, I'll go next. I picked Buford's name. Gives Buford his gift. Yay, I was needing more tough guy gum. Wait, how'd you get this? I thought it was for bullies. I thought only bullies could purchase it. Ferb tells, you clearly don't know everything about me. To clarify, I have connections you don't know about. In all fairness, he has a crush on Vanessa, so he probably used his connections with Vanessa. And Doofenshmirtz, you know? That kind of thing. Anyway. Or Vanessa and Hines. His name is not Doofenshmirtz. That's his last name. Anyway. I have connections you don't know about. And you don't want to know about. So don't ask. Buford exclaims, okay, enough said. Thanks, Ferb. Baljeet announces, I'll go next. I picked Phineas, says Baljeet. Passes his gift to Phineas. Shocked while holding a helmet with a bunch of wires connected to it. Wait, is this the memory recovery machine? Baljeet answers, yes, I was tired of you continuously saying, am I forgetting something? And not being able to help you out. Till now. Thank you. Would you guys mind if I tried it on now? They're all okay with him putting it on. Phineas tries it on. 5 minutes later, Phineas takes the helmet off. Oh my gosh. I knew it! I was forgetting something. Points out, technically, we all have. So, we've already learned you were a secret agent. So, we've already learned you were a secret agent while we were at the second dimension, didn't we? Perry texts Phineas. Yes, you had. Phineas tells, thanks for the confirmation. He said yes, BTW. His boss wiped all our memories, but not before Isabella kissed me, grinning from ear to ear. Alright. Isabella shocked. I kissed you? Perry texts Isabella. I can confirm you did kiss Phineas. Isabella blushes while reading the text to herself. Puts her phone back in her pocket. Phineas shocked. Wait, what did Perry text you? Nothing. You wouldn't be blushing for no reason. Isabella admits. Okay, point taken. Isabella reveals the text he sent me was confirmation that the kiss did happen. I'm just ashamed that I did that, then forgot I had. Phineas assures, don't be ashamed. 1, all our memories were wiped. And 2, I like the kiss. Isabella shocked, blushing. Really? Phineas certain. Of course. 5 minutes later. Wait, who got Isabella a gift? Says Candace. Since we had an uneven number, once there was only one name left, we put an extra sheet in there with everyone's name on it, so that the last person would pick a gift for everyone, and the rest would buy a gift for the last name in the hat, plus an extra gift for the person from all of them. That way everyone gets at least 2 gifts. I hope that makes sense. It was like, that hurt my brain to figure out. Oh my goodness. Isabella reveals, and clearly, my name was the last in the hat. So I ordered 4 extra patches. This Jeez, I forgot how to flip the book there. I forgot I had to take a page. I thought I was just flipping it over. Alright, anyway. I got a few extra badges this month. Hands the boys each a badge stapled to a piece of paper. Below the badge is text on the paper describing what the badge is. They all now have their badges. In unison say, thank you. Isabella explains, I believe you've all earned the friendship badge. Buford says happily, yay, I've always wanted one of these. Isabella admits, well, it took some effort from your part, but you did earn it. Buford happily says, yay. And here's your gift from me. Passes her gift. As he passes her the gift. Here's your gift for me. Isabella accepts and opens it. Wow, it's a mini wood carving of me. Buford responds, yes, I'm still a noob to learning to wood carving. I'm not exactly sure how you spell that word, noob. I don't know if it might be in, I feel like I know how it is now. Okay. I need a pen. Well. Is it N-O-O noob? I don't know. I'll figure it out in the final draft. Yes, but I'm still a noob to wood carving. Isabella's surprised. Don't be so modest. This is fantastic. Thank you. Get that out of the way. Okay. Side note, I just realized Isabella will end up with 6 gifts. So this hurt my brain trying to figure out who gave what gifts but since she had to give 4 gifts, we're gonna let it slide that she gets 6 while the others only get 2. The others only had to buy 2 and 2.5. 2.25 gifts. Back to the story now. Just let it slide. Let it slide. She got more gifts than them, but she also had to buy more gifts than them. So, just let it slide. Baljeet hands Isabella his gift for her. Here. Isabella opens and accepts the gift. Wait, is this a family recipe of yours? Request, yes, but don't say anything, with hand in front of his face. Shh. Isabella, honestly, I won't, I promise. What's the recipe for? Isabella explains. It's a secret recipe. If I told you, it would be less of a secret. Phineas says, good point. Passes his gift to Isabella. Well, here's my gift for you. Isabella accepts and unwraps the gift. It's the sewing machine I wanted. The one that's built for sewing on patches. Phineas tells, yes, it's that, but I adjusted it so you can silence it while it's on. Isabella shocked. Seriously? Yeah, I tested it while Ferb was sleeping and in the room I tested it in. And despite him being a light sleeper, he didn't wake up. Isabella responds, that's awesome! Thank you, Phineas. I can't wait to use this and think of all the badges I can sew when people are asleep. Yay! Phineas happily says, well, I'm glad you like it. Isabella tells, I don't just like it, I love it. Phineas joyfully says, yay! Alright, 3 minutes later. Isabella, can I have my... Ferb politely says, Isabella, can I have my gift for you now? Or can I... Sorry, let's try that again. Isabella, can I give you my gift now? Isabella apologizes. Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. You can give me the gift now. Here you go, says Ferb as he hands it over. Alright. Isabella accepts and unwraps. It's another sash? Ferb tells, not just any sash. This is an infinity sash. The sash should hold 1,000 badges. Seriously, says Isabella? Yes. Isabella appreciative. Thank you. This is so cool. Inspects the sash. Notices something. So this is how Phineas tested that his machine worked, wasn't it? Phineas admits, yes, it was. I customized the badge too. I see that you, Isabella. I see that you did. Let's try that again. Isabella happily says, I see that. You did a very good job. Phineas appreciative says, thank you. The DIY badge I made you is for being the cutest person I know. Isabella happily, you really think that? Phineas joyfully, of course I do. That's why I made you the badge. Honestly, I don't know if silent sewing machines exist, but I need one. There are times where I want to sew, but everyone else in the house is sleeping and I can't sew. So I can't use the machine. So, I mean, I can sew, but that would have to be by hand. So I want a silent sewing machine. I don't know if they exist, though. Anyway. Thank you. Thank you again, says Isabella. Phineas informs, you're welcome again. Phineas said, oh, sorry. You're welcome again. 5 minutes later. Phineas reminds, reminds, we also got Isabella, let's try that again. Phineas reminds, we also got Isabella an all-together gift. Hands Isabella the gift. Isabella accepts and unwraps. This, reads aloud, this is a book of everything we learned from you, Isabella. One sec. I'm back. The dry weather's messing with my nose a bit. So, anyway. Isabella accepts and unwraps. This is a book of everything we learned from you, Isabella. Reading aloud. Surprised. Wow, I can't wait to read. Wow, I can't wait to read this. Points out. It's thicker than I thought. Thicker than I thought. I didn't think I taught you that much. It's thicker than I thought. I didn't think I taught you that much. Sorry. Phineas confirms. Well, you have. Isabella says, thank you so much. You are very welcome, says Phineas. Buford and Belgie kiss under the mistletoe, and so do Phineas and Isabella. And, of course, Jeremy and Candace as well. Now, obviously, Ferb and Vanessa don't due to the age gap, but Ferb's still happy for his brother. They all enjoy their gifts and agree to keep everyone's secrets. They all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Like I wish you do. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The end of the Flin-Fletchers throw a Christmas party. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.